Welcome back to the newest installment of Project Ozone. Last time we managed to break an iron pickaxe. I'm gonna create a new one for myself before we head back down. The idea was to get down to bedrock level, if I recall correctly, to be able to um oh yeah, right. To be able to to get started with the essence, with Grants of Infinity. I don't really need them at this moment in time, but I'm gonna be needing them pretty much soon enough. But at the same time, I don't have any prosperity ore yet, or shots of prosperity shots. So I'm not gonna be able to do much without them. Um, Also, I need a couple of, or at least one diamond for it, which I can get on demand, basically. The first one, at least. Um, no, not that one. This one here gives me a diamond. Alright, what are we gonna do for the next one? So if we wanna go travel towards the nether, we have to go through these cakes. And same deal. Create the cake, set it down, nether unlocks. For the end, set the cake down, end unlocks. You cannot travel by any other means. Or at least you can, but you still have to create the nether first, if I recall correctly. Or you might also have to craft you might have to craft the flint and steel first. That might also be an issue. Okay. Oh, alright. Let's go to sleep real quick. Hope that nothing spawns in the close vicinity. Because we don't have any safe spot here yet. Okay, what we're gonna do now? Let's go for a bonsai pot because we do have a pretty good and consistent amount of iron coming in now. So, well, it's not automatically coming in, of course, but you know what I mean, right? Uh, 4 should work with that. Of course, I'm still trying to increase the amount of throughput that I can achieve here. So I want to upgrade the next flint mesh or the next mesh to an iron mesh. Of course, at the same time, I can very much upgrade the next string mesh towards a flint mesh or for a flint mesh. Okay, last time we also planted our first Inferomescence. I will be keeping my eye on that on those. And of course, for the later dates or for the later stuffs, I might also want to create a little bit more or a couple more crop sticks here. Because one great thing about this mod pack is that the Agricraft crop sticks do not require another set of crops behind them to allow for mutation or to allow for increased output or increased leveling of the plant. So basically, in Agricraft, a plant can level. If you've played Sky Factory 3, you're gonna know this from the chickens, or you might even recall it from the chickens. And yeah, it's basically the same thing. It just takes time, basically. But after a while, you'll be getting a huge amount of output per plant. For wheat, for example, you'll be looking at instead of 1 to I think 3 is the maximum for a tier 1 plant. I'm pretty sure that I've gotten 8 or even more than 10 for one fully grown plant at level 10. So that is something that I absolutely look forward to. You just need to place 2 crop sticks. Basically, you have to place the first one, you have to place another one on top of that. Then they're gonna become these crossbreeders, basically. And then the plant can level onto them. Bell pepper and the rest are grown as well, of course, as per usual. Not Not gonna try and do anything too fancy with that though, at least not now. Instead, we will be crafting a stone axe because I want to chop down a couple trees. Red. Yeah, that's a great way to get rid of a stone axe and most of your food, as is pretty well known at this point. Okay, there is another. There's at least a second iron mesh. Not let's not keep or let's not try and or let's try and not forget and lose track of what we actually want to do. In the meantime, why am I currently in the process of harvesting wood? Basically, I would like to have a roof over my head in this map as well. One option, of course, is to dig down. The other option is to build something. Those of you who follow me or who have followed me for a time or for some time now might know that I am absolutely terrible with building housing. Either it's gonna become a cube or it's gonna either it's gonna start as a cube already or it's gonna become a cube pretty soon. Some people might like that. I have a couple names in mind. But others are gonna find that hideous. Be warned, this is your last chance. I'm gonna create most likely a cube or what will become a cube later. Okay, what is the best way to go around to go about it? Also, we will notice that later, or we will get to that later as well. But there are a couple special mobs in this pack. For example, there is a creeper called John Cena. I think he's supposed to play a sound when he blows up, but the more important thing is, in my opinion, that he blows up in such a huge radius that that really can't invade before he blows up. Also, by the way, let me quickly. Okay, set team is automatically created here, and this is a single player after all. Let me quickly fence this map in here, or this part in of the map. This allows it to this allows for me to not have to worry about chunk damage or block damage here. If a creeper blows up, for example, it will not damage blocks, and Enderman cannot pick anything up either. Okay, sorry. You have been warned. Could have switched the channel. It's gonna become a cube at some point. I have warned you. Cannot argue otherwise. I mean, you can, but you'll just be wrong. Okay. Am I gonna go with, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with teleporters. At least later. Because they're awesome. Also, need more wood. Okay. I might do something a little bit different back here, but I should have made it bigger. Should have built it a bit bigger. I'm gonna do this a little bit asymmetrically. Okay, let's encase this here. I'm just gonna leave the interior corners as is and just worry about the outside corners. Okay, this is gonna be the staircase. Maybe I can get away with this here. Apparently I can. That's good. As long as it works on in both directions, that is good. Might not work in both directions though. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna close this off and do a little bit of a tool corner here. So that is the west. That is the east. That is north here. That is okay, and that is south. Right. Very nice. Okay, that's at least a start. Most of the life will still happen outside. Other than my usual IT self would have you imagine, of course. Okay. Also, before I lose my mind later, I'll just go ahead and create another bucket of lava. And in the meantime, while that is going on there, I'm gonna create a little bit of a crevice for that to sit in. Or not really crevice, but a little bit of a low spot for that to live in, because I'm gonna basically rebuild that, or set that down over the over this hole. Pour the lava into it, and then we're good to go. Okay, look at that. That's good. That's a huge amount of expanse already. That's good to see. That works so fine. Also, I can stuff my face with vegetables again. Perfect. Okay. What's the easiest way to make bread, by the way? Can I even do anything with bread? Yeah, that's basically the same as it's ever been. So it's always been. Okay. Alright, not that, for example. But that. Wheat flour. Oh, that's good. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, so, Infurinescence is wonderful. Oh, 13, that is perfect. That is so perfect. I'll tell you why right after this here. Okay, I'm gonna create a second furnace because I'm gonna need more than one. Okay, 12 is what you need to upgrade a regular furnace to an inferium furnace, which is now 15% faster than the regular one, and as such 15% more efficient. So it just burns faster. This, which basically has the effect, not necessarily of a fuel lasting longer, but the fuel has, or is capable of burning more items because it's just faster. So in turn, the fuel basically becomes more efficient in that furnace. Okay, more wood. All right. One thing that I have to keep in mind, of course, I need more iron, basically all the time. I might also want to go ahead and grab a little bit more of not coal but charcoal. That could help. And as I'm not 100% certain on how much how many items I can burn in an inferium furnace in comparison to a regular one. I mean, it's plus 15%, right? This is 15%, 35%, and I think it's as opposed to a regular vanilla furnace. So 8 times 1.15 would be 9 and a bit. So at least 9 items would be able to be smelted per coal, per piece of coal. That's good. That's good. It's a good amount. Okay, this has not expanded yet, which is okay. It takes a little bit longer for a crop to mutate into one of the cross thingies, into one of these, yeah, cross breeders. I'll just call them for now. Then it does just expanding. So by the way, what can I expect from a sieve dirt seed? Not dirt seed, but sieve dirt. Right? String mesh, 5%. It's just a second, basically a second set because it's not enough to, one of them is not enough to display the whole output table or the whole drop table. Um, I'm just, I'm basically only interested in the ancient spores. I don't need anything else. Cactus seed would be fun, but don't really need that. Um, at least not right now. But if I can get some, that's perfect. Um, it's all gonna be beach, right? Yep, it's all beach. There might be some desert over here, but it's also just beach, as far as I can tell. Okay. Well, there might be a desert somewhere close by. We won't know until we found it, of course. Until then, we'll assume that that none is nearby. Ooh, we can do a sword or a sickle. I don't really know what I can use the paradox for other than maybe a couple tools. Okay, also the lava's almost done. That's good. Okay, next thing to do. Go for the bonsai pot, I guess. Which is a bunch of iron that I need. That I am also gonna burn out. Just here. Okay, this is actually 9. That's good. Because I have 9 here. Perfect. First of the charcoal's gonna get burned here. Second one will be burned here. And then we basically have all the iron ore stashed away and gotten rid of. Oh, the first one popped over. That's good. By the way, if you manage a server for Project Ozone, or if you think about it, do one thing if you value your life and you want to use this server for anything, or if you want to use the server with multiple people, then I suggest you go restrict the amount of chunks that a single person or team can claim and can load, because loading a chunk, of course, takes a pretty substantial amount of resources, and there's usually a reason why they want the chunk to be loaded, be it a mob farm, be it a storage system, or be it an item farm like a garden cloche, um, or something like this sieve farm here. Um, Something like this sieve farm here. If you pair it up with a regular item or advanced item collector, without anything like a void upgrade, that can just can just throw away items that surpass the amount of storage capacity that you have behind it, you will run into performance problems that will crash your server because the chunks will get flooded with items. Yeah, it's in the FeedBees config, in the config folder, where it should be there. Should be FTP, the FeedBees multiplayer thingy. Ooh, enable PvP. You can even do that. Nice. Okay. Alright. That's lava. Give me that. Okay. And rate 3. Way faster. Way better. Okay. That is done. Perfect. Still waiting on that to expand. Still waiting on that to expand, of course. And we can continue with this here. Decorating, basically. But that is gonna be in another episode, I guess. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out with me. And hope to see you all again in the next video. Until then, have a great one. And bye bye.